All right. There's only going to be one more week of this, right? We got this and basically finals. Whoever makes it. I'm really excited though about everybody in top 4. Obviously on one side you got MV Mephisto, which is my personal finals, and then you got me versus Addison, and I think we both deserved to be in the finals as well. So I'm really excited about this week. What's good, Perfect? Let me pop out the chat. Hello. Pop out that nice little chat. Hey. Do you guys have notifications? I see someone that said no to gang. Do you guys all have notifications on, or are you just like really quick? Generally curious, because I mean I see a lot of the same. I already asked them. I see a lot of people that pull up immediately. Like there's a lot of the same people. Appreciate you, Whiteout. Damn, we got a lot of Nota gang. That's crazy. What up, Honcho? Nice. Been Nota gang before the bell was a thing. Damn, Whiteout, how long you been sub, fam? That's a long time. We'll wait a little bit, let some people pull up, and then we'll talk about this. And after this, I'm gonna play some Pixelmon with Pedro. No Ironmon today, but I mean, I'll tell you when we get a little bit more people here what's happening tomorrow. Wins. Yes, Mephisto. Get some people in here. Yeah, you hella early. We're not even gonna start talking for a couple more minutes. Archie and Bundle Mount banned. I wouldn't mind them both being banned. Now this game is like my personal. That's fair, Honcho. Jesus, Whiteout, that's a long time ago, my friend. I'm glad you liked the logic. Episode 2 is so freaking good of Fallen Titans. Like, I think it's... We've had 2 episodes so far, but it's my favorite episode yet. What up, Bleedle? This is going to be an interesting matchup. But yeah, I'm going to wait a couple minutes, let some people pull up. Then we'll start. Well, the thing is, Nebula, in OU, you have to deal with them plus a bunch of other mons, right? Whereas in draft, you know your opponent's team, so you can tailor your team to be able to deal with them specifically. But I would also say that I wouldn't mind either being banned as well. But you know how in OU, you pull up with a team of 6, you can pull up 3 different teams, and yeah, there'll be a King Gambit and a Great Tusk on 50% of them, but everything else might be different. Wait, Jackace, why do you want both to lose? What's going on? What up, Paterna? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Episode 2 is hilarious and great. What up, Brad? Hey, no worries. Alright, so got about 100 people here. Guys, tomorrow, DVPOE the movie. We hit 1,200 last night, so I recorded DVPOE the movie today. So you guys get it tomorrow. Thank you for 1,200 members. I appreciate it. Much love, much love. What up, Smith? I'm playing Addison. What up, Frozen? I'm telling you though, episode 2 of Fallen Titans, we use Metagross coming out tomorrow and on Blunder's channel, and it was insane. No, Smith, it's not. I'm doing well, Matthew. Thank you for asking. So draft got 2 mons. What do you think about draft? Mega Metagross, Volcarona. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna stop you right there. Your draft is insane. None of the rest matters. Mega Metagross, Volcarona. Oh, you get a nice little Curum too. Oh, it's Gen 6. Ah, okay, it's Gen 6. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about this matchup. We got 2 matchups to talk about this week. MV versus Mephisto and me versus Addison. As I said a second ago, this is my favorite matchup of the season. This is my favorite matchup of the season. There has been a Pokemon sub league. I've had a few of them in my Discord. And honestly, I think it's really, really close. I think it's a lot. Have you played the game already? I played my game versus Addison on Monday. I've been done with my game for a week. Win or loss, it's been done for a week, right? Whereas I believe Envy and Mephisto are actually playing right now. So that's it. Actually, mention our Discord. So in terms of this matchup, there's a few things that I think Envy's for sure bringing, right? Or at least some variation of them. AV Gudra, AV Hoopa, AV Ursaluna. Basically, his AV trifecta. Those Mons, I think Ursaluna is the best AV Mon. Or like at least one of the best AV Mons. Gudra specifically tanks Chiyu, takes it on. Can you use Atlantis and know you? It's a poor man's SERP. I could try. It also soft checks Iron Bundle. And then obviously AV Hoopa with Terra Fairy is just really freaking good in this game. Like, it does not die. It eats every hit from Bundle. It doesn't die to Chiyu, specs Overheat, and threatens it back. So I do expect some variation of AVs from Envy, and those three Mons seem the most likely. I think offensively, Meowscarada is really, really, really good versus Mephisto's team as well. Some combination of Play Rough, Knockoff, U-Turn, Flower Trick, aka the only Meowscarada set you ever need with this Pokemon, is really strong into Mephisto. Likewise, Quaquaval is pretty decent because the best answer on Mephisto's team is Slowbro, and while Slowbro is really good as well for Ursaluna, it has to worry about Hoopa, Gudra, Meowscarada, and Zapdos, and even the Dunsparce. Locust can be pads again for sure. It can be, if you can even go Choice Band if you want. I was even thinking Choice Scarf low kicks with Terra Bug and just ignore Static. Nah, I don't expect any Pikachu stuff. This is semifinals. I don't think he's bringing any of those memes. Mag counters, kind of. Eviolite just gets knocked off. Mag is also really weird here because, yeah, it can soft check Quavo and, like, Meow, but also, like, it loses to Ursaluna, and I guess with Analytic it being really strong. Mag is actually pretty interesting with Terra Fairy. It's a good call. I think Bundle's really good offensively, but one, it has to hit Hydro Pump, and two, all of Envy's Pokemon, at least specifically Ursaluna, Hoopa, and Gudra, are going to be EV to live it. If I was Mephisto with Chiyu, I'd use Ruination, plus Overheat, plus Dark Pulse, plus Psychic. Screw Taunt, right? Just Ruination, Overheat, Psychic, Dark Pulse. That's all you need. You Ruination on Gudra, you take 50%, and then you either switch or you Dark Pulse for probably not even to a KO, to be honest. You probably switch into like Sylveon or something, because Sylveon's really good here. Defensively, it switches in on every Mon on MV's team, besides Salazzle and Fortress. And it's tactically invest 116 EVs in Festival Vest will allow Luna to live a lot of stuff in an Assault Vest. That's literally how he's going to describe it, Zav. That is literally how MV is going to describe it. I think Protean Meow's good for like Play Rough and stuff. So that way you get a strong hit off on Hawlucha and a stronger hit off on like Dragalge with even though Play Rough is neutral, just a strong hit in general. Because like look at Fairy attacks and look at Mephisto's team. He has one resist. So like Protean is definitely good. Like Banded Meowscarada is really strong here. I don't know if you end up bringing Masquerain versus Envy, because Envy's team doesn't care about being faster, right? In my opinion. Meowscarada probably runs Boots just in case. AV on Hoopa and Ursaluna, which are going to be slower than the entire team anyway, right? Zapdos is not going to be affected by Sticky Web. So like, you could bring Webs, but it kind of just feels like a bad Mon to bring. What the Dunsparce set would you win? Or would you bring? Terra Normal or Terra Water, most likely. How many times has Vessel brought the Chiyu this season? For sure that I've seen, but gotta be more than 4 times. I think it's less than 4 times for sure. He's definitely, he memed for half the season, right? So I feel like those are the ones he didn't bring it. What's your bet for the overall Pokemon MVP of the league? It's probably gonna end up being a tie between one of those two, right? The Dunsparce and Low Kicks. What does Nice Jinx mean? Nice is a place in, well, where he lived. That's the name of the team. It's not nice. It's pronounced Nice. Is Chiyu even coming? I think Chiyu does come. I really do think that Ruination plus Overheat is really good. In France. Okay, not where he lived, then in France. Thank you. How many kills for low kicks this week? It has a lot of potential. You might even see Protect on some of the mons too. Like, Quavo might be Aqua Step, Close Combat, Protect Aqua Jet. I could definitely see it. And just like forgo Slowbro. Low Kicks definitely gets big damage, which is why I think Envy's going to bring Static Zapdos and say, in his own words, maybe I can get some fortune or something. I feel like Envy has a really solid matchup, solid AV options for Chio and Bundle, not too bad for Low Kicks and Zapdos. We have Zapdos which can shred. Yeah, that's one thing, like, Protective Pads is pretty good on Low Kicks, but a boosting item is so nasty. Would Terra Fire Low Kicks be decent? I would be Terra Bug, just because you want stronger first impressions and Leech Lives. Like, even your U-turns doing so much damage are crazy with Terra Bug. Like, you don't need to be a Dark type in this game. Bundle's weird, because you could say it's a monster, but, like, Envy's AVs are going to eat it up. Unless, if it's Specs Bundle, Hoopa probably leads 2 anyway. Somebody's right from Fester bring out the choice Banshee to completely bamboozle Envy after goes ham with his assault vest. I don't know. I think the biggest threats, though, are, like, Quavo. Like, Quavo seems insane in this game. Quavo seems absolutely insane in this game. And it's like the Mon that, like... Because, again, Slowbro gets really, really, really abused in this game. I also agree that Mephisto can't play this game defensively. I think he has to play it aggressively. Yeah, like, it wants to come for Quavo plus Ursaluna, but, like, it lets in every Mon on Envy's team, right? Literally Envy's team. Zapdos for sure comes. And because... like, Slowbro is a really hard bring, I can definitely see Quavo being extremely scary in this game. Could AV Thickfab Grumpig beat Iron Bundle? For sure it could. But I don't think Envy is going to end up bringing Grumpig this season at all. Man, for sure out to spam. That's crazy, Greenish. Yeah, Halucha's pretty good. Good speed tier. Has Limber, so he can't be paralyzed. So if it wants to, it doesn't even have to run Protective Pads. At all. I mean, I think this is going to come down to if Zapdos gets the pair on Low Kicks if it's not Protective Pads. Because, like, offensively, Low Kicks would, like, the Insect Plate, Bug Plate, whatever, is really strong. Like, really, really strong. Or Silver Powder. Mephisto's used it before. Later, White. If this is Amo, Ice Cube would come and get 10 kills. I mean, Ice Cube is a pretty interesting answer to Low Kicks. I will give it that. And Freeze Dry plus Whirlpool is kind of annoying. Even random Belly Drum could be cool. Yeah, Ice Cube's really weird. Like, it's not bad. Ice Cube's not bad at all. It's the same league where Professor brought 5 Mons. He made it to semis. Wow, yeah. So basically, he qualified for playoffs. He qualified for playoffs basically by week 5, I believe. Or he basically played serious weeks 1 through 4, and then memed, and then played serious versus Lars, won that game, which qualified him for playoffs. And then he memed again for the rest of the season. And then he played Mount. He 5-0'd Mount last week with Protected Pads Low Kicks, which was pretty crazy. That was a huge upset because Mount was number 1 in this. But yeah, I also think Envy's matchup is pretty decent into this as well. Trick Room Slowbro seems interesting. My issue with that though is like, how is Mephisto gonna pivot into things like Hoopa and stuff? Because, I mean, there's technically a world where you run AV Chi-Yu as well, and just Ruination, Dark Pulse, like Psychic, Flamethrower type of thing. Like, you could technically run AV Chi-Yu. It's a pretty decent Hoopa answer. Where's Whaler Ironmon? I'm not doing any Ironmon today, Rand Panda, at all. Yeah, Terras are stuff we drafted. We drafted Terra captains, we picked them. I can't say for the stream, and I do want to say that I'm 50-50 on both sides for both games. No matter what, it'll be a hell of a finals. Much love, Premier. Thank you for 3 months. And I kind of agree with you, especially on this one. This is my personal finals, as I mentioned. I'm excited to watch this particular game, and I guess one thing that could be kind of scary is like I think Screamtail has to come, right? Screamtail has to come. I think what Envy brings is Zapdos, Screamtail, Meowscarada, Quavo, and then his AV Mons. I think Hoopa is super strong with AV. I think Hoopa should come because it has Psyshock as well to hit Sylveon on the physical side. Also, like, just a really, it doesn't even have to be AV. It could be just like Spadef and stuff like that. And then like some combination of Ursaluna or Gudra for another AV. Because I think those 6 are just really, really strong to Mephisto and kind of like cover everything. Bundo, Chiyu, Low Kicks, then some combination of Donphan, Sylveon, Slowbro, Dragalge, Sawsbuck, Magneton. Basically everything but Pikachu. I do think he would bring Hawlucha though in this game, right? It's a resist Meowscarada's dual stab. Has Limber, so it can't be paralyzed when U-turning or by body slam. Yeah, Red Panda, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna do some Pixelmon after with Pedro. So short stream today because I have a baby shower tomorrow. Guys, don't forget Sunday is the 10-hour stream from 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. If you're a member, you have up until tomorrow, Saturday, 11 p.m. Eastern to submit your egg. So make sure you connect your Discord to YouTube and get in the Discord. So Resident Sawsbuck's really weird. With Terra, it's actually not terrible, right? Like Terra Fairy, Terra Blast actually cooks. But like I feel like Screamtail. Thank you, Satoshi. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you for the 11 months. That's a long time. I'm coming up on a year next month, so thank you. Literally in a couple days. What up, Micah? I'm not having a baby. It's my sister's baby shower. Thank you, though. But yeah, doesn't White Herb Lucha sweep after rocks? Nah, there's no freaking way it knocks out Screamtail. That's not to say that Screamtail can't beat it. Huh. You know, one thing that's actually really interesting in this game would be a Swords Dance weakness policy. Stone Edge Acrobatics Hawlucha. Because it +4 surely knocks out Screamtail. Yeah, I can see Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch for sure would hit Lucha, hits that. It's better than Ice Punch in this. Like if I'm Ursa, I run Earthquake, Body Slam, Thunder Punch. Last move doesn't really matter. It could be Heavy Slam just to smack Sylveon. It probably is Heavy Slam, because the rest all chew. I don't know if Envy brings the Dunsparce in this game, because like, in theory it's pretty good. It's actually a huge threat. It's so freaking bulky. Mephisto's in the stream? Mephisto, get out of the stream and go ahead. I don't see him in the stream. That's funny. Also, I just lost my stream list. And play your game. How do you even see the list of people? How do you even see the people in this? I click on participants and it shows me just the 10 people talking. Like, how do you even see that? Hold on. These guys are literally playing right now. Their game was set for like midnight, so an hour and a half ago, and they haven't said crap. I'm trying to know who wins ahead of time. Anyway, like I'm literally trying to know what happened. We're in a group chat with me, Mephisto, and Envy. That the same group chat we've been all season. Is the randomizer website working for anyone? I'll talk to Gator to reset it. Yeah, AV Gudra eats Chiyu, so does AV Ursaluna, but I think specifically AV Hoopa does it best. Hold up. What do you bring Screamtail for? Well, Screamtail is a check to bundle, a check to Lucha, a check to low kicks, and has Encore for first impression, a check to Donphan. Basically, Encore looks incredibly dumb. I think Sylveon's better than Mag. Who would you be the most surprised to see win this game by 5-0 or greater, MV or Mephisto? Mephisto. I think MV has a lot of potential with Quavo to kind of snowball this, especially if Mephisto doesn't bring Slowbro, which is like good into Quavo and Ursaluna, but bad into everything else. So I would be more shocked if Mephisto ended up 5-0ing than MV 5-0ing. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be way shocked. I feel the stab, Dragouger resist. Yeah, Dragouger's not bad. It's not bad. It's probably another reason why Quavo might run an Ice Spinner as well. Again, like Quavo has a lot more potential to snowball than anything on Mephisto's team. Like low kicks in theory with Swords Dance can snowball if it manages to avoid every single para from Zapdos. Anyway. No, I have no idea who won. Anyway, let's go into my matchup. They're withholding results. Anyway, let's talk about my matchup. Let me get this. No Iron Man tonight. So we got me versus Addison. I don't think Ursaluna ever clicks Facade in any matchup. I really don't think that... Yeah, I'll be doing Pixelmon effort. I really don't think Guts Ursaluna is that great in draft. Anyway, this matchup is really interesting, right? No removal on Wakers. Addison clears 6-0. Yeah, removal's been very scary this entire draft league. I've lost to Spikes and Stealth Rock and T-Spikes every game. It's been really, really hard. So this matchup's really interesting because... Yeah, we played on Monday. This matchup is really interesting. Wait, this matchup is really interesting. Also, I hate both Envy and Mephisto, and I hope both of them lose their matchup. Like, I hope both of their switches explode. Anyway, so this matchup is really, really interesting because, like, one mon on my team that goes absolutely stupid versus Addison's team is Crocodile. Addison only has 2 answers for Crocodile on the team. It's Gyarados and it's Rotom. Oh, it's Here We Go Again by Eli Kage. It's Gyarados and it's Rotom Mo. And besides that, Earthquake and Crunch are extremely good into Addison. Things that I have to fear are like Scarf Arcanine with Flare Blitz, Play Rough, Close Combat type of thing. I also think that both of my Terra Captains are incredible here, right? Like, Terra Delphox is really strong. What is beating my Heatran? Yeah, Mephisto, answer my question for real. Like, what's it called? I do think that both my Terra Captains are incredible, right? Like, because like Electro clicks Volt Switch and Energy Ball, Chloroblast versus everything, right? And then obviously it can click Terra Blast Fairy versus Dragapult. It's also faster than the entire team. Let me get this going real quick. All right, enjoy that. It's also faster than their entire team and literally threatens everything with a 2-hit KO, bar Gardevoir, or something like that. Yeah, MV, say something too in the chat. Say something right now. Say something in the chat, MV. Right now. Talk right now. Actually, I don't even need to see you. At Lord MV. I don't even need to see you. Yeah, Cresselia is really strong into this game. Because even though it's bad and good, right? It's good into Gyarados, right? It's a pivot into Gyarados, which is what it needs to do in this game. It's a pivot into Glimmora, which is what it needs to do in this game. But it's bad into King Gambit. Addison's King Gambit is extremely good in this game. Between Low Kick and Kowtow Cleave. It's actually insane. Hold up. Yeah, it's actually insane in this matchup. Because it's very hard for me to switch into it. I have like resist to one or the other, but not both. I mean, the only mon that resists both of those attacks is Terra Fairy Delphox. And I guess technically Terra Fairy Electro, but that's not really a good one. In terms of like answers to every single mon, like let's go through every single mon on the team, right? Glimmora matches up pretty good versus my team. Can get up T-Spike versus my squad if I don't want to end up bringing Galarian Slowbro, which is weird in this game because Tatsu is kind of terrifying. Which is weird in this game, right? Because Galarian Slowbro can like check Guardy, can check Glimmora. Again, Earth Powers and stuff, and Psyshock are still very, very scary. But also, what's it called? Like at the same time, still invites in King Gambit. I could technically run Cobra Berry plus Focus Blast, but that doesn't help me out versus Dragapult type of thing. So it's like a really weird mon. Like it's also like AV is interesting here because AV will always check Glimmora, but that's about it. And like Glimmora doesn't have to bring Toxic Debris to this game. It can run Corrosion. Like Corrosion is very, exactly, I was saying the same thing. Toxic versus my entire team. Toxic Earth Power, like Energy Ball +1 is super good. Hold up. Hold up. Final Gambit into Glimmora is kind of wild. I think if Ape comes in this game, it can never Final Gambit. First off, that's such a waste of Ape in this game. That's such a waste of an Ape in this game, in my opinion. Because like, Ape is still good, right? Ape can run like the Resist Berry. How do you beat a well-played Dragapult? I mean, my one mon that's super strong in this game are my Dark types, right? They're like really good. Like, yes, they both invite in Gyarados, but that can be like checked by Crest. The big problem is that Gyarados goes for U-turn versus my team. So, in that regard, like, how do I punish that? Right? How do I punish that with my squad? Like, Pokemon like Lycanroc don't have switch-ins on this team. At all. Lycanroc has 0 switch-ins from Addison. Right? Close Combat Stone Edge. I could run Trailblaze if I want to for smashing Gardevoir. And that's also why I think King Gambit will run either Chople. Not necessarily for Tough Claws Close Combat, because I think that still bodies it. But also Shuka are options on Addison's side as well. So I do think that that's like very scary. Like even Rage Fist is also a big like Ape can run a potential Resist Berry. It can either be Cobra Berry for the flying type attacks. I could be the Ghost Resist Berry. I could also be the Fairy Resist Berry. Like there's so many different options. With Crook as he clicks Draco, it seems extremely hard to get right every time. I don't think Crook needs to come in because Crook doesn't have Pursuit this generation. So Crook isn't like a mon that needs to be coming in on Shadow Balls and doing stuff. Crook is a mon that comes in on a free turn or on a double, but on a free turn, aka a down, or on an actual double itself. Can you bring Intimidate Crook or are you afraid of Defiant? No, Intimidate Crook should never come in this game. You don't want to give King Gambit Defiant, even though Supreme Overlord is superior versus my team, and you definitely don't want to give Gyarados Defiant. You also don't want to let Gardevoir trace your Intimidate and get it back on you. You think Heatran, Dragonite, Crest, Lycanroc, and one of the Electro or Delphox is not bad. Am I scared of Glamora? Definitely. I did do a lot of mocks in this. I fought everything in mocks. Shout out to Amel, obviously, and everybody else who helped me, but Amel specifically brought every little thing possible. Go-Go is actually a hidden sleeper versus my team too. One set that Amel used was Leech Seed, which was very frustrating versus my team. Especially if I Terra with Electrode. Nah, Explosion Electrode is very, very weak. It's very, very, very weak. Ceaseless into Dragonite with Quick, and Dragon Move look crazy. What was the Terra on Go-Go? It's Rock, Water, or Grass. I think Water is the best answer to my Delphox on my team. Amel also did sweep me with Tatsugiri in practice. He swept me one time, but then I learned how to deal with it. So he did sweep me one time with Tatsugiri. In my defense, I do most of my mocks on phone, and I don't calc. So on phone. So I saw Tatsugiri going. It was Dragon Dance Nasty Plot Tatsugiri. So I thought because it was Dragon Dance, I could deal with it with a physically defensive Mon. But then it started Nasty Plotting on me. The Electrode is a better Terramon on this team than Delphox, no? I mean, yes and no. Delphox is also faster than everything bar Tauros and Dragapult. Dragapult cannot kill Terra Fairy Delphox at all. And Tauros needs chip on it to guarantee KO it. Unless it's Terra Normal Body Slam. So, yeah. How do you beat Gambit if not Fairy Delphox? I mean, I have Resist to Dark, right? I have Samurott to resist Dark. I have Crocodile. Heatran can Will-O-Wisp. I can bulk up alongside it. What up, Bostons? Let me ask him. But I think the scariest Pokemon on Addison's team specifically are Tauros, offensively very scary, and Gyarados. Like, both of those mons are really nasty. Chople, Tran for Gambit. Yeah, that's not bad. Flame Body Heatran is really good in this game too. It's not like I actually need it to take a hit from Arcanine. That wouldn't be my main Arcanine answer anyway. Oh, it's Encore D-Knight? I did not use Encore D-Knight, I can tell you that much. But that's not a bad idea in this game. Dragonite's really weird, right? And Dragapult's also really weird too, because Dragapult can be extremely bulky in this game. It only needs like 8 speed EVs with a Timid Nature, I believe, to outspeed my entire team, besides Electrode, which would never outspeed. And obviously, if I'm bringing Electrode, I would EV it to outspeed a speedy Dragapult, right? Like, you don't want it to be, especially in semis, I wouldn't want to be outsped by that. I wouldn't actually want to be outsped by that. But just in case she runs Scarf Dragapult. Well, Scarf Dragapult is pretty weak into my team. Is there Ironmon today? No. No Ironmon today. I'm going to do Pixelmon next. If I was Dragapult, what I would do is Specs, because Specs Shadow Ball strong into my squad. Heavy Duty Boots or Cobra Berry. I don't think there's a single matchup where I wouldn't bring Drag, even against this team. No, you for sure bring Dragapult into my team. It's fast and everything, it threatens it. How big is the next draft going to be? It's not going to be that big. I mean, what, 14 people most likely, like we did the last one. I'll get in the Pixelmon call. Nice. You guys have an insane bias in the chat, by the way. 84% me, 16% Addison. I think it's a lot closer. Let me get into this group chat. Yeah, I think it's a lot closer in this game. It's definitely not 99-1. You are actually wild. Insanely biased. Wildly biased. General, copy that. Hey Pedro, did you just put a sound? Was that you?
Yeah, you can have sounds when you come into calls.
What?
I got
the hell? What the hell?
Yeah.
I thought I had a hidden alert on my stream. I was like, what just happened?
Like a brand new one that I didn't tell you about? Yeah.
Yeah, literally. That you just put randomly on stream alerts. You're telling me that your fans are biased towards you? What? Yes. It's crazy.
What does that mean? Bias in terms of what?
What?
In terms of bias, in terms of what?
Oh, I have the matchup right now of me versus Addison for semifinals, and my chat has voted 82% me, 18% Addison. Extremely biased.
Oh man, I don't know.
And that's an extremely biased matchup in this case. But yeah, I don't think it's that close, guys. I actually think Addison has insane threats versus me. Sunday will be the 10-hour stream, yeah. We'll be doing the watch together during that 10-hour stream as well.
They have like that one mon that's like been in and out of like, do we ban it? Do we not ban it?
Please log in. Hold up.
You gotta update your Minecraft, I think.
I gotta log in again too.
Yeah.
We have Kaiser Ironmon today? No, Christian. No Kaiser Ironmon today. What's up? Everything okay? You want this?
Yeah.
One sec, Pedro. I'm gonna go on mute for a second. What's up, babe?
Yeah.
I am
Pixelmon.
live.
Yeah, we got
What?
we're a little behind on the Pixelmon streams.
No, come here.
I blame envy.
I just.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know, but what's
No.
what's up?
He's not the problem at
I
all.
prefer you ask. Huh? Yeah, you came here. Ask me in person.
You're gonna watch your own match in the watch along. Does Joey usually do his own matches on the watch alongs, or does he just like tell you to watch the video? I'm actually not too sure about it. Festo, what up?
I'm good. I'm good, thank you. I'm good, thank you. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Hold up.
Sit down, freeze. Let's go.
I'm good, thank you, Marlene. Anyway. Sorry, I have to like figure out my my account stuff.
It's pretty annoying, yeah. I've learned to just like update the Minecraft like launcher first, and then I mess with the mod pack. Seems to work better in that order.
I mean, I literally just don't know my password, so I have to reset it real quick. Just give me a sec. Come on, let me in. What is my password to this? What time is the match? The match will be up on Sunday. Yeah, we're kind of just talking about the matchup, but we are kind of done. I don't know my password for this. What is Annihilate? That's the GOAT.
Goes up on Sunday.
Annihilate is the GOAT.
Pretty cool mod.
Right.
Is the password? Yeah. Is the password?
No. I hate having to log into Minecraft because then you gotta do you do Mojang? Do you do the other thing? What's the result of what? Matchup will we go up at matchup will go live at Sunday 1 p.m.
Yeah. I haven't even
Gamer,
started editing it, guys. You guys gotta wait. I haven't even I gotta get into a groove. It usually happens around Saturday at the break of dawn,
Some lecture's pretty interesting here. But yeah, guys, sorry, just give me a sec. I'm literally trying to do this.
Is MV gonna be on Pixel tonight?
Nope.
I don't.
Most likely not.
No, let's see. Let's see. It says to randomly drop in. Do we have Ask Batman if you wanted to play? I'm gonna be building. I'm gonna start building like our new treehouse. We need a base of operations. Like every time that we start the Pixelmon streams, we just like start our journey randomly in some field,
I mean, I would love
and
for
we
us.
don't.
I would love for us to have what's it called, a base again, but you know that got wiped out on the actual thing.
I'm working on it, man. I'm cutting. I'm using shears. I'm using pickaxes. I'm getting all the mats together.
Nice.
See how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Page of the goat. I mean, honestly, I don't even know how to craft that well. And this, I'm like MB when it comes to like, you tell me to lay some stairs down, we're gonna have some problems. But we'll see how it goes. It feels weird that Dragapult is not the fastest mon in play. Is Electrode faster, Vesuvian?
Electrode is
I'm
faster than
gonna guess.
Dragapult. It's super fast.
I guess yes. Grass Electric though, I don't know. The Terra makes everything kind of to some extent viable. I love how there's always going to be like for draft. There's always going to be mons that are viable, regardless. Like,
Yeah, literally, regardless of tier, right?
regardless of tier. Like it's just like
I mean, that's
this
the
is
best part
like
about draft.
it's not popular, but you know what? In draft, monster. Just like flexible utility. You need to do like anything that can do multiple roles.
Like low kicks itself is the a goatmon.
Yeah. Says Electro feels like Rotom food, unless in which case it's Arcanine food. Well, Rotom, it's not in season anymore, so I don't know if depends on how people decide to build their teams.
Where is my reset password thing? Inbox. Well, assuming Electrode is base 150, correct? It's right there on the screen.
I'm still debating the Joy, by the way. I'm still debating in my mind. I know I said probably not gonna do it, but I'm still debating it.
I mean,
The
it's up to you.
the
Like, I mean,
coverage.
it's not a bad idea. So, I mean, you could tell them what you were thinking about and let them know
It
what they
would
think.
it's good. It's like it will work. It will do like once we get it all like set up, it will do good in my opinion because it provides the necessary value. But I think a couple things have to happen. So what I'm talking about is so for you all that have like watched like the team builder and the shorts and whatnot. Um, so I designed the visuals for that, but I'm also thinking about like taking a lot of those aspects and just creating like a draft league coverage channel to
Mm.
kind of just help people understand what's going on across like multiple leagues, ideally, right in the future. I think short term it would only focus on whatever league Joey is like participating in, and then expand out from there as we get more resources going, as we understand like what kind of programming people would be more into, like do they prefer debate? Do they prefer, because there's so many different categories that we can expand out to, and you can just look at like, you know, like sports networks to understand what, is, you know, is popularized.
Yeah, because
That
like
would be sick.
the biggest
Yeah,
thing is like nobody has the same rules, which I mean, it's understandable, right? Sometimes I want to do a lower tier draft, sometimes I want to do this and this, but like
yeah.
Gardevoir is
That's where it
definitely hard.
differs. That's where it differs from something like, like ESPN or whatever, right? It differs because it can't because they're only working with like when they're discussing basketball, it's only like one rule set when they're discussing for the most part, right? Like maybe they'll talk about like international play or college, but roughly speaking, they all have the same like like college basketball doesn't have a 4 point line or anything like that. There's nothing drastically different about it, but all these draft leagues have so many different systems that this kind of channel would need like its own video to explain how each one of them works, like for each league, and then explaining like the nuances behind it, and to some extent that feels a little unnecessary to have to do because you would want them to already have that as a resource available to people.
Yeah.
Like these people, they're monsters when it comes to setting up like the spreadsheet, like on Google Sheets. Like it is insane the amount of detail that the people who put these leagues together go through. Like it's way more than I ever expected them to actually have cataloged. But it definitely does need a more um like that same value needs to be like directed towards like the viewers a little bit.
I think there's a lot of content that can be made specifically about draft as well. Like in general, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we see the watch togethers do really well. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously, and we have like 300 people here discussing two matchups. You know,
Yeah.
so definitely there is for sure. Even if people don't know they want it, it's something that people
Yeah.
will want to see. Also, why is Minecraft not sending me an email? Please, please send me a
Pretty sure
bit.
you checked spam and everything already.
I did. I did. I tried resetting it
And
twice.
yeah. The other part of it too is that gets a little complicated is that like I can make the visuals, I can create the video format, but at the same time I don't feel like I am like knowledgeable enough to like do the commentary also, like on top of everything else. And so like at to some point, to some extent, we're eventually like that would eventually need like an actual talent to like be the voice of the content to some extent. We could do volunteer, I guess, for depending on like so like depending on what league we're covering, then ideally there'd be somebody from that league that would be willing to commentate. But the problem is that like you also don't. It would be like if Steph Curry or like I don't know if those are good examples, but it would be like if those guys actually like had ESPN shows and stuff like that. It doesn't quite make sense because you want to stay away from personal bias as far
Yeah.
as like so they can't be the ones to commentate on their own games. So you need somebody that's like it just needs to be there's just needs to be too many things, too many overlaps. You need somebody who watches the leagues, who's knowledgeable in Pokemon, but doesn't play in the leagues for one reason or another. Doesn't have the like maybe doesn't they don't have enough time for it, but then they somehow have enough time to do the commentary for the coverage channel. That's where it gets a little bit weird, man. Like it has to be a dedicated choice for somebody to not be involved in the battles, but be involved in the commentary for them. So it's yeah.
It's just,
Um,
and it's a lot. Like you gotta find somebody as well that people actually want to listen to, as well. Like
yeah,
that's
that's
the
true.
big thing too. Like you could point people
Yeah,
to a channel and then they see someone like maybe you'll have like a guest on it, but then if they see someone they
yeah,
don't want, like
yeah,
or someone that doesn't make it sound good or interesting. But like,
yeah,
why would Blunder do it though, Crawl? That's another thing too. Like, there's a lot of
yeah.
people that
Th-
would. Why would they
Oh,
do it?
plenty of qualified people, but it's more like what you're taking away from them, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
is Blunder actually going to dedicate like a significant chunk of his time, as opposed to just enforcing like and building up like what he's currently got going, which I would agree it would be the better choice. Like, um, so Clyde says, Pedro, have you heard of what Kirby did with the BBR before he subbed in? It was called the Lab. Quick 5 minute video that was super cool, quick hitting. Would it be like that? To some extent, I mean, did he like summarize like what each battle did? There's like a balance that we have to find in the commentary too, where you have to like not remove all incentive for people to watch the battles, right? Like you don't want to like be so informative that they don't even like feel the need to ever click on the videos, you know? And so like to ever click on the actual like channels because that's at the end of the day that's the actual intention of the coverage channel is to make the battles more accessible so that people when people click on them they already have a rough idea of what they're clicking on, you know? Because there's a lot that doesn't get communicated on like all these individual coaches as like thumbnails because they can't tell like there's like narrative restrictions. It's impossible to actually update everybody on everything that has been going on, you know, before they click on the battle. So that's what the coverage channel would be for. The intention would be you see a video from one of like I was thinking the leagues that you posted, Joey, like the
Mm-hmm.
ones you had a video like indicating like some kind of partnership between like three or four of them.
Yep.
Um, and so it would start. Ideally, it would expand to those long term, and the goal would be for you to understand when you see like a video for any of those leagues, a battle, you would understand the entire scenario. Like, oh, that's a big match because if he loses that, he doesn't get into the playoffs. Like, I want you to immediately know that. And in the same way that people know that for sports, you know, like for baseball, um for basketball, for like they immediately just know like, oh man, that's a important game. Like they're gonna lose the eight seed if they don't win that, or like I like that's the goals for your mind to already kind of like understand the narrative, what's at stake.
Thank you, Navid. Appreciate it, fam.
Because that's gonna make the battles more interesting too, and that's not a bad thing. Like there's a lot of great battles out there that aren't getting like the attention that they deserve because people just aren't like filled in to that extent to be interested.
Yeah, I mean
They also don't know
that's
how old
exactly
it
what it is.
is, if it's relevant to like playoffs, if it's relevant to like a bigger picture.
Not
Like,
destroyed, no.
he did a 20-second recap for each battle, then previewed the next games and had five people doing pick'ems. I would remove the pick'ems altogether from that. Like that just looks like that sounds like a lot of like those are all like separate videos. The 20-second recap of each battle, that's one video. The previews for the next game, that's another video. The pick'ems, that's another video. So all three in one sounds like it's a bit
I think Pokemon, no Kaizo today, but I
yeah.
think Pokemon is doing something kind of similar to what you want to do, but obviously his is more long form content in itself, and it's only
Ooh.
for obviously Pokemon. So with the Playmore
Playmore?
Esports, yeah, Playmore Esports.
Yeah, I mean he's going with what has obviously been successful for him, which is like highly edited, um, like quality content, which is great. But if like, for example, like if you had to wait on ESPN to report on like the Lakers Warriors game a week after the fact, you wouldn't tune in. So like it's a different it's also different goals, I guess, in that scenario, as far as like what the two channels would be trying to accomplish.
Yeah,
Megan's
that's another
making
thing too, like having the
yeah.
wait time in between. Like this is a lot of work. Like if you want it to be right at the moment type of thing, that's a lot of work.
There was a hub before, wasn't there? Wasn't there a hub where like like a website where everyone was able to track all the stats and stuff for
That
each
used
league?
to exist, but it's
Yeah.
gone now.
Sorry, that needs to come back. I think
Okay, finally Minecraft hit me up with the code. Holy crap!
that needs to come back because if I recall correctly,
I mean
the GMs
that
from
was
each
run by
league were able to fill in
that
the
was ran
details.
by Otto, and it
Yeah, automatic.
but he basically stopped draft, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Sword and Shield, kind of.
Yeah, no, he didn't have a choice. They just took away the feature. They took away the possibility of it. So I understand why. I understand that's the other part of it. That's the other, I guess, hurdle, right? Is that it's also a risk because, you know, like I don't know. Like I'd be lying if I didn't say that it would be a little concerning for me to spend like all my free time like working on this coverage channel, and then the next game comes and they're like, "Oops, sorry, we didn't, you know, pre-package it with the 60-minute timer. I guess you have to wait and see." And so I don't know. I would love it to stick around though, because like I mean, for people that remember, like I ran my own draft league, and we had Joey as like one of the coaches, one of the assistant coaches. He was the assistant coach for my team, I think,
Yeah, I was helping.
and we had Mogwai assisting on one of the teams too. Um, so we had a good thing going, but I was trying to do too much in that one, which would be the concern here as well. I literally designed every single logo because I wanted it to have like a specific aesthetic. But that was too much. Ooh, phalanx.
How did I just
Uh,
make a password and it tells me my password is wrong?
get the hell out of here.
I just changed the password.
Even Minecraft wanted you to play Ironmon. It'd be cool if you could do it like if there's like an LP kind of um like it'd be cool if you could do like something similar in the Pixelmon client. I'm sure there is.
For Ironmon?
Mm, not like Ironmon specifically, right? But like it'd be interesting. There's definitely some kind of Nuzlocke plugin that we can potentially use in the future. It depends on the server, but there's no way that hasn't been created yet. Mm,
Okay, I just changed my password again. I
yeah.
even said save my password. The site can't be reached.
Oh my god.
Reload. What are you doing, game? My
Get it
God.
together, man. The game, not.
I'm trying so hard.
The GPA this season is kind of odd with the addition of assistant coaches and play more spot as like four guys involved with a single team. Yeah, that's where it's a little bit interesting. Like the play more guys, I do wish that like they if you have commentary down, right? And you don't need like visuals because they've already like communicated that like they got like a full team when it comes to that stuff. It's like okay, so you don't need visuals, you have editors and you have commentators, but then the commentating like because they have dual commentating, right? Like they have back and forth, they have a color commentator and then they have a main commentator.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it'd be great if they did like an around the league session where they would just recap every GBA battle. Um, but they're also coaches, so like that's the issue, right? That's where some bias might come into play. So you got to be careful with what you're saying or what you give away too. You know, that's another thing too. Like they can, they're um, I think similarly to how Joey has like and this isn't like to say that it's a bad thing, right? This is just the nature of it. I feel like you're always in like a slight disadvantage because people can watch like years of your play style and understand what you like to gear things towards, which I think is why it's important for you to offset it with getting like the input from multiple people like you do,
That's
because
why I
then
play
it's
like
not
shit for half the
yeah.
year on purpose.
Throw
I
them off.
I got in. Jesus Christ.
What I'm saying is that like I would hate for like my competitors to have like access to my best like battle content, like to my best like in battle insights, like before facing me. But um and you probably deal with snipers too, I imagine, whenever you've done like 3v3 like streams and stuff like that, or I'm not sure how snipers work when it comes to Pokemon. Showdown? You get Showdown snipers,
For
right?
sure I do. That's why I don't stream
Yeah, I was
Showdown.
gonna say.
Or if I do, I have my friends play because if I pick my
Yeah,
moves, you're gonna know. 100%
yeah,
get Showdown snipers. I've had it during OLT. It was the worst. I
yeah.
had a dude tell me in chat he wasn't sniping when I called him out via voice. Like, it's wild. Anyway,
Yo, wait, hold on. Okay, now I just man, I hate how my brain works. Okay, so Joey, I can very easily create Showdown streamer mode
I mean,
where
but it
they
but it would have
wouldn't
to
be
be
able to see
the problem is when you click on a move, it comes up.
yeah,
So it pops up so you can see it even on the one thing.
it wouldn't in the with the modifications.
Screen
That'd be
Load Showdown
interesting, but
sounds very interesting. But I don't want you to get so involved in that project that we get behind on everything.
that's how you know exactly the problem.
That's
Yeah,
literally
I'm
what's
just
gonna
like
happen. Do not do that.
like I didn't get to the team builder, man. I'm sorry. I spent all day on this, but it's done. But I do get it done. I think like that's the weird
Yeah,
part.
you
But
get
like
it done, but then it's a convenience for you and me and your family. Like,
and my family, yeah, no, it turns into a whole thing. It's very compulsive. I have a hard time like not finishing what I start. So like that's the other thing too, is like that's the one thing about this coverage channel league thing that like scares me a little too, is like if I start it, that shit it's gonna get done. Like that's the big obstacle. Wanting Joey to win, but I voted for Addison because I love chaos. I mean, is there like a Vegas um you know like are there odds that you get like bigger payoff for? Are people betting on this yet?
for this? No, he's.
Yeah.
Wait, were you talking about the Mephisto Beats?
Yeah.
No, that's beats. That's actually
No,
beats. Like,
no. I mean, like, because he's talking about like he's betting on like Addison and or whatnot, right?
oh
And
no,
he's
no,
like,
no.
I was
I
saying
don't. I
like,
don't.
are there odds?
Interesting. No, I mean, if we had channel points like we did on Twitch, we would bet. I think that'd be very funny.
Soon enough. Graylio says, "Hey, the Great Bulbasaurus has some Bulba minis. That's dope." You know what's funny? That's not supposed to be up there.
That's really funny.
You talk. Did you find the Redbubble shop? That
They
I'm
might. They
surprised
might.
that
They might
hasn't
have
been
actually.
taken
They
down.
might have actually found the real one.
That is
Yeah, but to
hilarious.
have to force people to do truffle is so much like. I think truffle is awesome, but to have to force people to do like off of straight YouTube or just add an extension instead of just having it.
Yeah.
Okay, where did you
Wait,
go?
so did you get in?
I'm in. Where did you go for the Pokemon prisons?
Where did I go? I haven't even tried it. I don't know what you're.
I have no
I've
idea where
just
the
been
hell it is
collecting.
either.
I've been collecting wood for this treehouse.
Are you in Paradise? Because it says rebooting.
I'm in the wilds. I think I'm
But
in paradise. Let me see.
it literally
Be
says
sure.
rebooting, so how could you be in it?
It says.
How the
I mean,
hell?
I'm in it because I have like the god powers and stuff. So this is the only way I could. This is the only server I have that in.
No, this
I
doesn't. Yeah,
believe.
but like, how? It says whatever. Whatever.
I
If,
see.
if,
I don't know.
if you got in, that's awesome. I'm just like actually
I never got
surprised.
kicked out. I don't. I think they're lying to you.
Okay. I mean, I'll hop
It's
in.
not rebooting.
I'll
The
hop in.
hell is this?
If y'all want to play, by the way, get an exclamation mark server. I'm going to put
Yo,
very low
what
music
the
in the background. Can I put music in the background of this, Pedro? We might not even get to this part.
um, you could put, yo, this is insane. Is this man-made? Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse, but wow.
Dude, I don't care. Do whatever
There's
you want.
no, you probably already saw it. There's no way. What's the claim
Hold
on
on.
this?
I'm getting it right now.
Sounds good. This is so trippy. Like, you're actually gonna need to fly just to see this whole thing. Like, this has to be, like, part of the server. There's no way. Like, I want to live here. That's how cool it is. Um, Background noise ended. Was it on my end? Did I have background noise, Joey? Or
They're talking about the music.
oh, okay.
Let me get in my Paradise. I love that the Paradise realm has pokeaimMD as the actual thing.
Yeah. Okay, this belongs to. It doesn't say. It belongs to Scary Block 11.
I'm
So
in.
this guy's a god. Okay, can you TP to me? Because this
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah. So it's
great.
TPA, the Pedro J. Alright, send you a request.
I see it. Alright. I mean, you probably already saw this. Like,
The hell is this? Freaking.
dude, every single floor is it's dedicated to a different, like tree, like a different berry, and there's wildlife inside each floor. You see, there's rhydons in this one,
Holy
and
crap.
then there's clefairies in where are these mofos? I saw clefairies in one of these. I'm not crazy. Like each one of these is like their own little biome for some reason.
That's so
It somehow
cool.
spawns wildlife. How do they do that? How did they actually get the wildlife to spawn? Because I want a base where Pokemon are just like chilling. How
Yeah,
do I
that'd be
get
nice.
in
That'd be
here?
nice to have like a little like cavern, not
Like a
cavern,
little
a
like
labyrinth.
an oasis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe they just stood here. How tall is this thing?
I'm telling you,
I'm
they got
still.
every single. This is insane, man. I don't even know how to get in here though. I haven't been able to locate an entrance. I think they were working on it, and then
Hey, Frozen.
Bareback Kids had a nightmare.
Good luck on GoFest
Wait,
this weekend.
is that D Leo? Is that 6 foot hacks?
That's not 6 of Hex, no.
Okay. All Leos are valid. Did Pedro make this? Yeah, I
No,
wish.
no, he did not.
It's like a random platform area here that I think was supposed to be like an entrance of sorts, but no.
I mean, I'm in. I'm inside.
How? How did you get in?
You just go to the top.
There's no benches at the top, is
You
there?
go to the top and you drop down one floor. It's open. There's
Oh, I see. I
There's
see. I see.
Rapidash. They're really hairy.
Yo,
Look at these guys.
you said
Wait, is
you
that a?
said they're
That's just a
really
big. That's just a big ponytail. Holy crap!
This is where we should be doing our big small challenges.
Yeah, legit. This is huge.
We just pick a floor and then just do our best. Okay, so I am at the top.
And you drop down one
I'm,
floor.
I'm with the Starlies and the Rhydons. Okay. I think I see you. No, that's not you. Well, there's you. This isn't a floor below. This is just a floor.
Dude, there's like so many different Pokemon here though.
Yeah, I don't know how they did this. It's
They said they said they waited. Chat said they either waited for spawns or they had admin to spawn. But it looks like I would say they probably waited. Hey, you can get inside now.
Every floor has a different like. Wait, how'd you get it? You can go down one more.
Yeah, I went down one more. There's nothing.
Where?
There's nothing in here though.
I don't even know how you did that.
Oh, I went down one more by going down one more because you go through the side. This is so cool.
Oh, this one's actually open. Sorry, it's because the other floors have glass.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, that's glass covering them. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is sick. Like this is how you do like like the hunting.
I just want to know who claimed this, which is why I'm trying to break it. You don't have permission.
Oh, it's
Oh, it doesn't even actually.
yeah, it's
Doesn't even tell me who.
it's SB something.
Yeah, Maverick. That's what we were talking about. Like something like that.
Sick. Yeah. Yeah, just like a hub to get people to
Really enjoy Draft League. But like the problem with that is, I mean, take Pokemon Pit for instance. After the creators got bigger, nobody wants to upload to that because they could upload to their own and have it benefit, them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I was thinking I would be like an okay candidate for it to some extent because I'm like vicariously up to date with what's kind of going on through the edits that I have to
That you do for me, yeah.
Yeah, so like but I also am not interested in being part of the battles.
Yeah.
So I do fit that weird description that I'm talking about.
You did Piz, yeah. It was before.
Did you see this giant Clefable over here?
Yeah, I saw everything in there. I will also say that like one of the biggest problems we had as well is the owner of it was King Daddy DMAC, and he took all the money that it made, and never. I don't think he ever gave it out to anybody. Which is like whatever. I found a hole. I can't get in.
What?
Where? I can't get in. It's like a window that you could actually see. Maybe there's like openings everywhere.
Yeah.
So the owner was King Daddy DMAC, and he had taken all the money for that, and people got mad as well, which is why they stopped. Well, like I mean, obviously, if you're and the issue was that he wasn't the one uploading all the battles. Like he uploaded some of them, but like Wild Chase had access to it, so they were able to upload some of the games and stuff, and thumbnails would have to be made, titles would have to be made, and all that stuff. So it was a lot of work, and it wasn't always just him, and obviously the videos weren't edited by him either. So
Yeah. You have to come up with fair compensation too. I was already thinking about that. I was already thinking like it would be maybe like a 50, 20, 30 model or something like that, or something to that extent, because you have to cover taxes as a thing too. You can't just
you can't just give people 100%. You literally that's unfair to you. Whoever the channel name is,
give people 50% because it's like, okay, it makes 50, I give you 25, but then I end up with like 10 after taxes.
Yeah,
like it doesn't quite like.
This clef is huge.
It's tough. It's tough to manage that. It's tough to manage that. And then what do you do if the video has multiple contributors, right? Like, are they okay with splitting it?
And then what? And then what if the video does? What if the channel does terribly? Right, and you got 10 people working on it, 10 people editing, 10 people using 10 different hours doing it, right? And the channel does terribly. What do? Sorry, you can't get paid because you were supposed to get paid by the channel.
That's the weird thing. I wouldn't even trust anyone else to do the editing but myself in that.
No, I know, and I mean, in your results, obviously, you have me, and then even this Clefable. This Clefable is huge, man.
Yeah, it's massive.
And then I'm gonna catch
for
it.
Consistency, because we want the format to be the same. We want it to be consistent format, which means using the same plugins, same presets. And that's hard to translate over, like, okay, so even recently, like I did a design for somebody who is part of the one of the draft leagues, but they couldn't open the file that I gave them because they have a different version of like that Adobe program.
Oh
So
God.
like that's another hurdle where it's like, okay, I can't even give, even if I had someone I could trust, that doesn't even guarantee I can give them the file to work with.
Yep.
So there's like so many barriers, so many, like that's like it answers itself pretty quickly as far as like why hasn't anyone done this yet?
There's just a ton of work too. I mean, like I've been trying with the watch kids and stuff to get people to grow and do things like that, and I think it's been successful. We've been able to get people monetized and stuff, but obviously the next step is up to them. That's just like a fraction of what we could actually do. If you guys want to hop in, by the way, exclamation mark server, hop in the Paradise Realm, do such partner redeem space Pokemon so you can get like free Ultra Balls and rare candies. I really want this Clefable.
Yeah.
I have
Well,
an
I
Ultra
haven't
Ball.
even honestly Maverick Shooters. I haven't even mentioned like the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that these 4 or 5 draft leagues or whatever, like the prominent ones that have like collaborated to form like the is the GBA even part of that?
Yeah, it was.
Like
But like,
the video well, I mean like right now as of the latest video posting, was the GBA meant like it included into that group or
yeah, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Yeah.
okay.
But I
So
will. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. No.
No, I was gonna say like I mean, I think that group keeps growing no matter like where me and the boys go. As well, like it doesn't. That might be the prominent one now, but that doesn't have to be it tomorrow or. Okay, I'm battling this Clef. I'm getting pissed.
The GBA's original programming was close to what I'm talking about. Like because they used to do like dedicated layouts and discussions and matchups and stuff like that. That's what the channel was for. Like the GBA channel has a good amount of subscribers for that reason, because they actually did do like a lot of coverage, but it required so much.
Yeah,
like,
it takes a lot of work,
contributions.
and I know I'm pretty sure some people didn't
Yeah.
get paid at points too. There's stuff behind
I
it.
mean, how could you? How could you manage all that? Like, it's just like it's ridiculous. It's like, do you do it by like minutes aired? Do you do it by like how do you handle distribution? Do you do it by just raw like amount of videos? And I don't know.
Yeah. Also, you have
It's
the.
tough.
I mean, take the PPL for instance. I freaking love what they were
Mhm.
doing in the beginning. We have a ton of videos on the channel in the beginning, but then the last 3-4 weeks, people either joined their own leagues, or
Yeah.
got burnt out, or like the content hasn't been what it was before, right? Which
Yeah.
obviously hurts both people in the end, right? Because it hurts the people getting paid, and it hurts the channel, and it hurts the league. So it's just really hard to figure out like what we're just talking about in general draft. It's really hard to figure out like
Yeah.
what is the best way to do it. What's the criteria as well, and also like what if we hire somebody, right, and we say okay, we want 3 videos a week, and then something happens in real life. Like I'm not gonna be on them for like, oh no, screw your life. This was your job for this. Like I'm not gonna be like that. No, we're human. Like things happen, and then things get set back, and that just sometimes it's hard to. It's like when you don't exercise. For like you skip the first one because you skip the first one because something happens, right? And you skip the second one because you're feeling tired. At that point, it's so hard to get back to starting again.
It is.
Happy birthday,
it
Mo.
is. It's
Happy
definitely-
birthday.
It's definitely a routine kind of thing. On league channels are still manageable, but making the hub for multiple leagues sounds like a nightmare to figure out. So, and I didn't even state the problem, right? The problem is that they don't have a standardized system, right? Or maybe I did. I mentioned it loosely before. They don't have a standardized system, so like they each have their own individual point system. They each have their own individual like hierarchies, their own terror rules, their own. All of that creates tension for consumption. So people can't like now when they're watching your like when they're thinking about like watching some draft league battles, now you're telling them like, hey, you have to keep in mind our specific wrinkles. You have to keep in mind our specific changes, why this Pokemon isn't allowed, why these are, and so like the problem is that people can't do that like for that many different leagues. Like they just can't.
It's
like,
impossible.
Your brain is a what's the best way to describe it? Your brain is a to some extent it's like a finite bowl. There's only so much that it can actually hold. Like eventually, like to put new stuff in, you're gonna have to spit something out.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, it's the same
So,
reason why we don't. And like,
yeah.
who am I to say conform to
Yeah.
our rules or you conform? Like, unless I'm running the league.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I could have a say if they have like a vote or whatever, but like, I can't do that. And like, this was one of the solutions would be like to have all the leagues come together and have like a super league and then people play. But even then, I hate that too, because no, that's not Edgar. That's
You
Pedro.
need
The reason I hate that is
a
because
console.
yeah, and then that has power. I'm telling you straight up that that's gone wrong before, from experience. And also on top of that, let's say we do like a March Madness type of thing, right? Where you have this draft league team from representation from here does this, and this. Like, why? If I drafted Annihilate, why should I have to fight Annihilate round 1? Like, what?
Yeah.
We ain't both have like Kobe. We ain't both have our LeBron. You know what I mean? Like that also in itself hurts, in my opinion. The that's why I also hate like double draft leagues. That's why I only think one draft pool is like the superior way to. Even if some teams get bad on the lower end, I think one draft pool is always the best way to do it. And if that's the case, then you just have less players playing, just to make it. But like things like that, I feel like that takes away from draft itself. Like, oh, you want to see?
You mean like VGC draft leagues, or what do you mean?
No, I'm talking about by double pools. I mean, instead of like the one pool of 400 people. And so like I think the perfect draft size of players is between 12 to 14 because you can do that with one pool of 400. But when it gets bigger, before DLC, when it gets bigger, like DLC is a little different because you have more Pokemon. But before it gets bigger, you got the you got like 2 draft pools. So you'll have like 8 on one side, 8 on the other, and these 8 will play each other, whereas these 8 will play each other, and then they'll only meet in playoffs, right? So in theory, it's like, all right, well, you won't fight your team to playoffs. But if I spent a whole season getting my LeBron to playoffs, I shouldn't be fighting LeBron round 1. Like it also like I mean your Pokemon in it are like players. They're literally like players, right? Oh, yo, I love the way you use Samurott this week. Yo, I love the way Kamala.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this. Like, I love the way you did this week. Like, you don't want to do that and then fight somebody else who does it. It just doesn't. From a viewer perspective, and from my opinion as well, from a player perspective, it's really it's really boring. And I don't like what it adds to it.
Yeah, and then with like.
WB's not
by the way,
back.
you guys really showed up for speed draft, and I appreciate that. That solves some of the issues, but then it creates other issues.
Yeah.
So like everything has like a yin yang effect. It's the best way I can think to describe it.
Yeah, tuning exams. Shikamaru can't fight Shikamaru. Good example. Like you don't want.
Yeah. Like speed draft solves the scheduling conflict, solves the time commitment.
It fixes everything. The only issue with speed draft is it's not in game, right? And I think speed draft is still fantastic, and I think it's a great way to boost draft and boost showdown and boost draft on showdown. But it also the main drawback is it doesn't have that itch I have for in game, right? Where I'm able to fight with a real timer.
Yeah, and it's also not as competitive. Like because you're drafting from like a pool of randomly selected like monsters,
10 minutes,
it's never going to be as tense, as competitive. Like every battle feels just a little bit more lighthearted, no matter how serious people take it. You know. Let's see, that was the first league. Which one did you watch? Mentioned Rule Streets League Hub. So it's tiring and boring as well. But if you don't put it, people will be confused. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, like that website that like Automatic had, I feel like that's kind of an important first step too, because like if I remember correctly, the GMs were allowed to create accounts for their leagues, and they were able to populate all the lists, right? Like they were able to say like
yes,
they were able to put them, and then that was great.
You're talking about Otto's thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was actually like thousands. I think there's hundreds of draft leagues on that thing. It was actually amazing, and it had all the stats. It had all your actual wins from everything. It was such a great. Yep. It's 1,200, 10 out of 1,300 Twitch subs, YouTube members, but yes. That's my current member count.
The equivalent, yeah.
Yeah. Except there's no Prime.
That's step one, because you want to have a place that you want to have a one-stop zone for stats, because that's huge. Stats are massive when it comes to sports content.
It also makes it just so easy to like prep, to do things, to see how they're like. It's just so like it's, and I freaking love the docs that we use, because again, like you said, they take a lot of work. They take a ton of work, and the people who do them, bless them. But like when it's right there already automatic. The best part about it is drafting, because You would put in your 3 picks ahead of time. So if you get sniped,
Yeah.
you can get your second one. What's a hub? Like a place where everything comes together.
It had draft in it also. People
Yeah,
were able to, like, preload
it
their
had auto
picks?
draft. It had auto draft. It had your first, second, and third pick.
That's sick.
It was really great, especially when you're in a draft with like, you know, I'm from the U.S. and maybe I'm in a draft league with Europeans.
Yeah,
Like, you know, hours.
that's great. That's great. Say it's like that's what I'm saying. That's kind of necessary again. Drafting for the best part of drafting. Yeah.
He's getting the ball, Hone. I just want you.
So we'll see. All right. Where's the? Do you want to do the prison thing?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
The prison thing?
I want to do it, but I have no idea how to get there. Let's go to.
Oh,
I think it's
see.
slash. I think it's slash hub.
Let's see. I'm gonna ask the chat anyways at first to see how to get to prison.
I did slash hub.
Let's see. Slash hub. Looking.
hub, and then I'm looking for Pokemon prisons.
Oh wait, it's like outside of the Paradise Room or what?
I
There.
think so.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Where
It's
do you-
right next to Paradise.
Wait, are you serious? It's right next to Paradise.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my
it's the
God,
middle
prisons is right there.
part. Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
All right, let's do this. Let's see how this.
It says I
works.
need 1.8.2 plus. Where's Puka? She's
Pretty sure I
sleeping.
have that.
Is that what I on?
I'm pretty sure I have the thing fully updated. Otherwise, it wouldn't have let me in. Huh. Well, that's weird.
Let me see where I am on the technical launcher.
Uh,
It's low, G Thorn.
did it work?
I can't get in, so I'm gonna assume that I'm not up to date.
I can't get in, but I don't think it's because we're not up to date. Because we wouldn't have been able to get in the game if we weren't.
They used to mow. Puka used to before I had Eevee.
Man, yeah, we're just gonna. I guess we'll get back into the Paradise Room.
But it's just, I want to see what's going on though.
Let's build this base, man. Where do you want to build this?
I'll get back in then.
Zoop, zoop, zoop. Mm,
In a constant struggle, I'm on a team for an event hosted in Minecraft, and it takes so many moving parts, like 30 volunteer work, and it's tough. Well, almost is impossible. It's really hard. What, Jiminy?
Keeper the man, yeah, 30 volunteer workers. Jesus, no.
It's a lot.
Things are getting harder too, just in general, like in the world. It's like you know, you can't even blame people for not having time to volunteer
Yep.
anymore. Like,
Oh, I
just
want to
like,
get a cuff.
like
I want to get a cuff hand too.
I'd just be like, I understand, do your thing. Like, you gotta feed yourself, man. That's why I'd be a horrible boss. I'd be like, you know, I wouldn't be able to like, or that's why I can't like, I don't see myself like owning a company ever, because I just don't like, I just can't see myself like hiring people and then not being able to like, you know, make sure that they have like, make sure that it's not like at least a cost of living, right? But it's hard, man. That's impossible to do almost as a regular person.
It's the truth.
Same thing with Arc, by the way, Clyde's. That was the same thing that happened with Arc servers. We would host them, and it's like, you know, for any event, we would need like a bunch of like volunteer builders to like help set it up beforehand, because people, you know, if they can build it themselves easily, then they're not really impressed by it. Then they don't want to partake, you know. So you have to build like a
You need a
grand
whole
arena.
team of people.
Yeah. Woke up in the middle of the night and Pokegame is live. Nice. Welcome. Your dogs ever sleep on your lap during stream videos? Do they, Joy?
She used
I
to.
think there are a lot in the room.
Puka used to
right?
sleep on my lap a lot during streams. Ever since I got Eevee, though, I don't do that.
I volunteer doing commentary matches here and there if you guys decide on making that channel. Yeah, no, I mean, that's not like the the core issue, right? Like it's we know that there would be support for it. That's not like so there's definitely,
Damn it, caught that.
especially on the creator side, there's definitely like a big interest on the creator side to make like 6v6 draft like prominent, right? Like there's a lot of people working for their respective leagues, but not enough collaboration between them, I don't think, right now. But that's because it's new. Everyone's still experimenting with like a format that they think is actually like balanced and fair. They're still tinkering with the rule sets. Like I think when did it become available? Just like 2 months ago, right? Like the timer. Like it just hasn't been that long. I'm a builder specifically, so I get you. I wouldn't call myself a builder, but I had to turn into one for sure when it came to Arc. I like this low tier Terra a lot. Made it very fun. I like that idea. Yes, as a we've actually kind of borrowed that a little bit for the next speed draft. We're having it so that I think on paper anyways, we're having it so that you draft 8 mons. Still like in experimental stages, but you're gonna draft 8 mons.
8 instead of 6. Yeah.
8 instead of 6, so you have 2 on the sideboard. But the last 2 mons are gonna be from I think exclusively they're gonna be from NU or PU. So
Yes.
but to balance that out, you'll probably be able to Terra them, like to give them more flexibility. But we'll see. I don't know, man. We took out the NFE Pokemon, which makes me a little sad because that Sneasel was putting in work, man.
Yeah, Sneasel was sick. I do think final should have been best of 1. I think best. I think best of 3 is too hard for hard matchups. Like I knew I was losing that in best of 3, but I could win in 1 because I can get attack. I don't like best of 3 for draft in general unless it's different teams every single time. Like literally different draft teams.
Different drafts. Yeah.
Yeah, because
no,
the only reason
that's where the 8 solves it. I think, right?
Yeah.
Like, then you don't need to have a third match
it helps
when you have a sideboard.
Yeah, it helps a bit because like, the only reason you do draft rematches in match is if you do a playoff game. And the playoff game, obviously, the reason you can do it is because you have time to prep and think about it, right? Whereas in speed draft, I got 10 minutes to try and think of a way to win this bad matchup, or 5 minutes because we did 5 minutes last time in the second one, so it was even harder. So like, catch a small leaf. Oh, actually, slash kits.
Should always be best of 1. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna do that. We just wanted to allow like the best of 3. I think was originally there just to allow for more counterplay, but then it actually ended up being like less counterplay.
Yeah, it just ended up being harder.
So many things you can do. Yeah.
Solidify, you good, bro?
What, from like speed draft conversation? Ridiculous. Get me and Mav to cast the matches and Golden Goes Make It Rain. We'll make it look like it's stacked compared to how much money you'll win. Yeah. I don't know if I like the draft part. Seems unbalanced. Maybe you could balance it somewhat, limiting amount of OP mons first pick. Guts.
I mean, it's only limited to 1 OU. If you play, there's like we have different formats for it. Like we have formats that can just be lower tiers, as well.
Yeah, I think he's talking about regular draft though. I don't know if he's talking about speed draft because in the speed draft they're restricted to like 1 OU, 1 UU, 1 RU, 1 NU.
Yeah, if you're talking about regular draft, I mean, first pick only gets 1 Pokemon, like to start, right? Obviously, they can get the best, which is usually like they get Dragapult or Iron Valley or whatever. I do agree that certain mons should just be banned in draft to make it more fun. Like I wouldn't mind. Like even Pokemon like Great Tusk, Chi-Yu, Iron Bundle, just not having to fight them, right? I think Chiampao should just be banned from Draft League. I think it should be banned from Terraring too. Like things like that. I just think it's way more fun not having to fight those mons, and it makes it just interesting in general. Even if they have more checks in draft, which Terra Chiampao is, you can make an argument that it doesn't. You can make a strong argument that that mon does not have good checks in draft.
Is Chiampao still in the playoffs at this point?
We banned it from the PPL.
Oh, nice.
Well, that would be like Pokemon Maverick, and that still does the exact same thing. Like, Why do I want to edit? Why do I want to upload? Why am I co-signing my name? Type of thing. There's a whole lot to go behind that. It's the whole reason why Pokemon Split stopped too. But at the same time, it might help them grow at first. But what if we upload 3 bad videos in a row, right? And let's say it's hard to say objectively bad because obviously it's subjective. But let's say we upload 3 bad videos in a row. We like them, but people didn't like them. Now people have skipped 3 videos, right? That hurts the channel in general, type of thing. So it's just hard. It's just hard.
You also run into the same issues that draft leagues in general run into, where, you know, now like you build up an expectation for certain content that the audience is expecting you to deliver in a timely manner. Because if we're recapping you on the league stuff, then there's already like an automatic like 1 week absolute max deadline before that content becomes irrelevant. Like you need to have it ready before the new match happens as a worst case scenario, and even then you probably can't cut it too close. So I would say you have roughly 3 to 4 days tops to come up with the relevant recap
What up, Skylar?
videos, and then
What's love?
yeah, and then shit comes up. You know, people's lives are not as they're not simple. Things come up, and you know, there's gonna be people that are gonna need to like take the day or take the week or whatever, and then all of a sudden you have to change everything up again. So it's not enough to have like the commentators. It's not enough to have backups. Like you need backups for the backups for the backups. Like so much fun. So much of the optimizing following draft takes so much startup maintenance that it's so unrealistic to put on any group of people. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It really does have to be like a passion project of sorts, for sure. I'm still waiting for people to like, you know, and we'll be this, you know, we'll spearhead it obviously, but I'm still waiting for people to kind of like experiment a little more with their format when it comes to draft content. So, like, you know, if we got to do it first, we got to do it first. But I do. Like Mephisto, Mephisto does some weird ass shit though. I
You
give
talking
him
about the
that.
camera?
Just everything, just like the commentary, the intros. You know, like I'll say that that's like a good step in the right direction. But I will say that I'm not sure like consistently if that's like possible, right? Like how many gimmicks does the man got? I guess we'll find out. But he's
Yeah.
entertaining. I definitely have watched a couple of those battles. Um,
Counter team. One team is 100 unknown. You get to make any team. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun game mode. Counter team.
yeah. I mean, like Joey said, like, what's like, you know, like, how do you find like the group of people that are like talented is not the right word. Enjoyable, right? Enough for the channel to prosper,
Mm-hmm.
but not so much so that they're gonna hold it as like the last priority over like their own. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, like you know, in a perfect world, we would have Nexus like commentating all the speed draft battles, right? Because he did a great job last time. But that's not. He has his own like
Channel. He
slew
has his
of
own
things
thing.
that he
Yeah.
works
Yeah.
at. This is not like so
Thank
you
you,
can't
Gemini.
get the best people, even if like, you know.
You want him. Yeah.
You know what he told me? You know what he told me? He told me that he used to do like improv, like drama,
What a goat. I can
and
totally
that's
see it.
why. Yeah, I was just like, of course you did.
I don't want
And
to
like, and that's why like the moment that like the disconnects were happening, he was just like, I got this.
What a goat. Also, thank you, Jiminy. I'm glad you like the Jiminy. I'm I'm glad you like the shorts. Pedro works very hard on them. And yeah, I also like edited intro style too, or just edited in general. I do think if I put edited stuff on every single video, like at least for the intro, they'd all do great. But I also think it's a lot of work and a lot to ask, and we have other commitments as well. We need daily shorts back. That's kind of, so it's not that hard, but there's life on both sides. Like making the short is
It's
not
funny
hard.
that he said that because we actually have been bouncing back pretty good with them. Like, I
Yeah,
think we had one pretty much every other day this
yeah.
week.
It's
Or
been we've been
yeah,
bouncing back slowly.
yeah.
It was crazy, dude. Uploaded shorts every day for like 3 weeks. Not getting like 50,000 subs. Freaking insane.
That was a pretty crazy time. I was, dude. I remember. I did get a little burned out though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I believe it.
That
I
was,
believe it. You were literally. I would give them to you in the morning, and you'd give them to me two
yeah.
hours later.
It'd be like day 30, and I'd be like, okay, this one's done, I think. But the thing with the shorts that people probably don't understand is that like the more feedback that comes in for them, the more that we tinker with the format of it. Like, like there's a certain even though it's only 1 minute long max, there's a certain expectation for Joey that he's going to cover all of the relevant
What up, Log?
information.
Yeah, it's also hard. Yeah, in that 1 minute. And obviously, when we
Yeah,
put it on TikTok, I have a little bit more. But I also don't want to
yeah,
make it so. I also don't want to make it so much more that's a lot for Pedro as well, because he edits both. I like the chill vibe of your
I'm,
lives, just juxtaposed with the very professional interest for your draft league videos, shorts. Both styles are good, and I like that you do both. Thank you, Logic.
I mean, that I'm just getting used to, by the way. That is not something that really like could. There's a max, you know what I mean, to it, because how Joey's been managing it has been like he's been um well, one, I think you've been talking a little faster in some of them to cover more information, which
Yeah,
isn't a bad thing.
I definitely talk faster on some of them.
But it definitely means that there are sometimes where I'm spending like 30 to 40 to like an hour on like 5 seconds of audio. Like I start resonating with like animators who like do things one frame at a time. But it's because we're also constantly improving it too. That's the thing. Like if you notice the first shorts, there's a lot of things we weren't visualizing, and then in the new ones we do visualize it.
Yep, yep.
Like
I mean,
like
look at the
freaking
superior one. The superior
yeah,
one was beautiful. It had a mix of everything. You actually showed a
the
whole battle.
Emperor, yeah,
It's crazy. Like I
stuff like
told you, I
that
was
would
straight
not
up
have
great.
happened. Yeah. I like the Ember thing. I have a certain process for how to like extract those visuals from like game footage. I should probably make a video about that.
Can you stop hitting yourself, Clefable? Yeah, now you. Oh my god, that's perfect. Hold up, that was actually perfect.
Taking the time to. Well, the great thing about the shorts, honestly, is that the people come in with a lot of like great suggestions too. That were just like, yeah, that would be good, and like it's really hard to like. We have a list of like, I want to say at least like 20 things that are possible.
Yeah, yeah. The bad thing
And
about the shorts is some of the people.
I would say TikTok a little worse than
I don't know,
other.
man. I don't know, man. Like on that, sometimes for sure. They've gotten actually better on TikTok in my opinion.
They argue more with each other than they do like the video now, which is
Yeah,
good.
which is nice. Like, yeah, go fight each other. That's fine. I don't care.
Instagram is the nicest for some reason.
Instagram is very kind. Also, like the likes on Instagram always blow my mind.
Yeah,
Video's been up for 20
Instagram
minutes,
is yeah,
950 likes. I'm like, yo, if we have a
yeah,
dedicated Instagram like base.
yeah, yeah. It just
But
sucks that their monetization is
dude,
horrendous.
yeah, yeah. It also sucks that like I get like obviously in the beginning I'll reply to everybody about why I said what I said or what's wrong or what's right or whatever. But after a while I just get tired. Like it's like yo,
Yeah,
I don't need to explain to you why Black Sledge is actually bad. The amount of the amount of comments I got that who Terra's their defensive Pokemon was like unbelievable.
yeah.
Unbelievable. Me, if I don't want to lose to Volcarona, I will Terra my Amoonguss into a water type to Spore or Clear Smog. This is a very common practice. But I can't.
Going
They
too
can't.
short.
They can't fathom that Pokemon is not linear, and I'm only gonna Terra my Sweeper and try and win with it. What about the person on the other side trying not to lose to the Sweeper? Like, I don't know. It's just, again, I have the experience, and I try to look at it from a different perspective. Some people might be coming in from VGC. My favorite question to answer is, what does OU and stuff mean? Because we made the short, but also I also got tired of replying. I got to reply to a lot of people.
Here's the short. Here's the short. Here's the short.
Here's a short. Here's a short. Here's a short. Here's a short. Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
I wish we had like a command that would auto.
Yeah.
If someone said, "What does OU mean?" If we had something, what does that mean? We just instantly give them that. But then I probably get banned.
Probably just start pinning it like whenever we do like a tier update video.
Yeah.
Probably help. But I'm really glad with like a lot of like the development on the shorts, and not just from like how consistent they do, but like the fact that like we already by chance have already been like doing it, like how do I describe it? Like it bends nicely to like their new features.
Yeah, it does. Like the fact that the thing will auto go in is gonna be really cool. Like, I mean, we're gonna have sometimes there'll be one day like I'll sit and record 3 shorts, but other days like I don't feel like talking right now about like this topic, so I'm gonna do it later. But like when the DLC comes, there's a lot to talk about, right? There's a ton to actually talk about, which I'm very excited for. Once we get a little bit more information on things too. I mean, DLC comes soon. Players gravitate to
Chaz one.
2.5 weeks, right? What are you doing, by the way? I've actually just been going around just catching Pokemon. Like
I've been building our treehouse base a little bit. You can TP if you want.
Yeah, let me look.
I'm building what you thought, like what I thought you guys were building in the first place. Like, when you said treehouse base, like I thought you guys were talking levels.
Listen,
like...
this is nice. Listen, man, look, you haven't shown them our Garganachi yet.
You have a Garganachi?
Yeah, we built a Garganachi. It's on one of the streams that you recorded. I like that your treehouse is next to this pro pig person.
Hey man, if it lets me build, it lets me build. I don't know what to say. We have neighbors. It's okay. We're gonna steal his view, his sunrise.
Yeah, just can't see crap.
We're gonna block the sun away from him. That's so funny. You never know, Sylveon will just curse bodies. Well, in the Superior video, I thought that was interesting. Like the guy was just like, there was like a guy that was like very adamant about like, why not Terra Rock? It covers so much more. And the first thought that came to my mind, I'm just like, what do you do about steel types then? Like what, like,
yeah,
if you're using Terra
Fire
Rock
at least
and you're
gives
already
you
a grass type.
Yeah, at least like neutral, like electric is pretty good too. Do you think Terra will stay with the 19th type? We'll see. I hope it's still voted on because they cannot quick ban it. There will be outrage if they quick ban it.
What is the 19th? Does it just give everyone like protein basically, or protein?
We don't know. It's looking like it's neutral. Like it's a neutral attack and neutral. What? Yeah. Oh, I gotta switch Pokemon. Hold up.
Like it'll just be unresisted no matter what?
Yeah, something like that. It's like using return. I don't even know if it's broken, but I don't know if it gives a stab boost to your other mons, it is broken.
Yeah. Rock is a horrible defensive typing.
Yep.
I mean, don't tell the guy that, man. All right, he's the expert. I don't know.
It's 3 a.m.
And then like there's like another guy was like saying like you know like well, I'm convinced that you don't know anything about competitive. Like when has Superior ever been like dominant? And then like the comments immediately are just like it's been OU like straight up like every season except this one where
Gen 5 where it didn't have contrary. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like how much higher do you want it to fly, bro?
Yeah, people are wild.
Yo,
it's fine.
What's this Kangaskhan over here? You got the boss, the epic Kangaskhan?
My favorite is the Smogon people can never adapt. That's why VGC Superior. The second place worlds
adapt
has got a Smogon trophy this year. So I don't know if you can use that argument. Smogon seems to do fine. Oh, this Kangaskhan is sick. I'm about to
Yeah,
get.
it looks really.
I'm about to fight it and lose.
You need you're gonna need the big boy.
Do I have anything good?
Michael the goat. Oh, that's the other thing about like creating a draft hub channel is like you would eventually want to have it reach out to like all these crazy like showdown draft leagues, which you could argue are probably the most consistent draft leagues out there. Like they look like they're pretty crazy. Like the way that they're run, like there's already like a structure in place, and I imagine some of the craziest battles
I think both
like
of
on
us go.
paper happen in the showdown leagues, and we just don't see them. There's like so many like ridiculous battles that we just don't see.
Ever thought about doing multi-stream on Kick? No.
Multi-stream on Kick.
All right, just live. You're level 80. Why is it level 80? Run. I couldn't
What do you
escape.
have?
It's a level 80. None of my mons are anywhere near 80. If you add 3 of them together, they'll equal 80.
Oh my god. You gotta use the rare candies, man.
Yeah, I gotta get some. Here, Kick has insane. I mean, I'm liking streaming on YouTube. I don't
You
plan
can
on.
redeem your own rare candies with partner redeem.
That's true.
/ partner redeem. Okay.
I will say though, I mean, it's almost been a year on YouTube. Starting September 1st, I've been streaming for a year on YouTube, which is pretty cool. This ain't gonna
Nice.
kill.
You're still fighting it?
Yeah, it's just, it doesn't let me run, so it's headbutting all 6 of my mons to death, so I'm just waiting for them all to die. From this level 80 Kangaskhan, for whatever reason.
That's crazy.
It's a boss that I can't even... Thanks for beating my Pokemon.
Did somebody else beat it?
No, it crushed me.
Oh, I see.
I don't have a 1300 goal yet. We'll figure that stuff. I know the 1500 goal is cooking with envy.
Is it cooking?
Yeah, cooking with envy. But to be honest...
That's gonna be hilarious.
But to be honest, fuck that goal.
You don't want to cook with him anymore, or what do you do?
Him and Mephisto aren't telling me the results of their game.
Oh, I see. Oh, damn, they're keeping you out.
Yeah. Yeah, I did, I definitely donated a good chunk of my subs that I hit, but I mean, a lot of people are being insanely nice and kind.
My sub has been free for like the last 3 months, 2 months, I believe.
Your sub's been free?
Yeah, I use so I think YouTube has it like when you do subscribe, I think it does do like recurring.
Mm-hmm.
So I just haven't been aware that it's been recurring, but it's not a problem either because it's not.
Oh, okay. So it's been free, but you've been paying without. Okay.
It's been free through whatchamacallit, through the Google Rewards app. Basically, if you live any kind of social life, if you actually go outside to some extent and you have that app, Google likes to check in to make sure that it's like map tracking is accurate, and it's like, were you at this store yesterday? And then you go, yep.
And they give you some
like,
points for giving you your data. That's very funny. At least instead of stealing your data, they're asking you to confirm, and they give you money.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
But they already have it. That's the thing.
Yeah, but they just want to confirm it. Yeah. I will also
I have
say,
a level 93 Garchomp. Where is this thing?
go beat it down. Go beat it down. I'll go watch it. It's over here.
Fuck! It disappeared.
No. It's still around. It's still around. We'll find it. Envy. So the 1200 member goal was DPOE the movie. I recorded it today, so it goes up tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
It doesn't give you points, by the way. It gives you money.
Goes up in 8. Wait, it gives you actual money?
It gives you actual money, yeah. That you can that it puts into a Google Play balance, and I usually use it for my card games, so that I don't have to pay for battle passes, for season passes. I just use that. That works out.
Alistair, that's a name I have not seen in a minute. Congratulations on graduating, and good luck with college, fam. You do what you gotta do. You can't. Come on, don't even worry about it. We kind of just been talking. Congratulations.
Paige was saying that the comp mons players clearly knowing none of us do. Which ones? What? Wait, that none of you do what? Every time I watch an esports live stream on Twitch, I get an instantaneous ad.
1 out of 5 app. Yep. 1 out
Oh
of
my
5.
god, yeah, that's true. That actually has kept me away from Twitch. Like just like.
Oh yeah, I
even
can't.
during season,
Yeah,
but-
even if I see my friends, I'll go on and I'm like, no, never mind. I did the same thing. It's insane.
Unwatchable.
1 out of 5, and they get longer and longer. They start 5 seconds, then they go 15, 30.
Yeah.
Draft movies could be cool.
I did see that somebody did like so if you just start streaming on Twitch, if you don't sign up for the what's it called? Not the partner one, but the other one. The
Premium, or whatever their premium is, or lightning, whatever the hell it's called.
no,
They don't like
like
triple
the
X.
creator the creator tier, the not the, because partners do like the goal, right? But before that,
The affiliate turbo.
the
Turbo.
affiliate.
Hey, much love, Alistair. Appreciate you, fam.
I think the Twitch affiliate, yeah. If you don't sign up for that, you can run your streams ad free.
Oh, I mean,
Because that's where you agree to it. You agree
no,
to
no, it's not. It's not
putting-
ad free. You still get ads on your streams. You just don't get paid for them.
You do?
Uh huh.
No, you do. There's a way to like. Okay, I
No,
at least
bro.
from
I've
what I
literally
remember-
I've gone to streams that were not partner or anything, and it just said this stream, this ad supports Twitch.
They still
Appreciate you, Alistair.
There's a way to disable that. I'm pretty sure.
That's very funny though.
It's just less. There's a guy that like I knew that like did like he purposely didn't do affiliate to keep his streams ad free, and it worked somehow. Like there was like a setting, but maybe they took it away.
Come here.
Wait, you found it?
No, I found an affiliate. I found an affiliate. I found a phalanx. Yeah, I'm just catching real cool Pokemon that I don't have.
Alex is pretty cool. It was definitely one of my favorite ones when it came out.
Yeah, that's sick. I wish it was
I was
broken.
like it's 5 Kirby's. It should be. It's 5 Pokemon in one.
You know, if Phalanx could if Phalanx was in the game, which is why they'll probably never add Phalanx in the game, by the way. But if Phalanx was in the game and it terrestrialized into a ghost type, if you are not trapped by if you're not trapped by your no retreat, you can actually spam it.
Pretty cool.
Alice, don't even worry about it. You're very kind, honestly. That's very kind of you. And I appreciate it.
If I knew how to give more, I would.
You literally just graduated from high school, came to college,
Yeah.
said I haven't been here in a minute, and became a super friend. Like, Phalanx isn't in the game. Wait, is Phalanx coming back? Is it actually in the decks? Is Phalanx actually in this decks? Wait. So how come in that one meta game? Oh, Alistair, thank you for gifting 10 members. What the hell, fam?
That's crazy.
Thank you so much. Wait, so why can't it spam? Why was it able to spam in the... That was very kind of you, Alistair. Thank you. Phalanx.
They could make it more fun too, Phalanx. Like give them like a...
Terra Ghost.
You know how the Porygon has that tri-beam thing?
Yes.
Give Phalanx like a Quint beam. Just give them all possible hacks. So it will either burn, or para, or freeze, or sleep, or poison. Yeah. That adds up, right? I think that's all 5 possibilities.
Yeah.
Unless I'm missing one. I don't know.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I know you can switch up no retreating, but why isn't that one metagame was Dondozo able to continuously go for why was Dondozo continuously able to go for it? I don't remember. I'm testing on OU right now.
The Dom.
Like, why was it able to continuously spam it? That's what I want to know. You college for game programming? That's freaking awesome. Thank you for the last member alive. I don't think it's the last member alive. I have to remember I have to remember why Dondozo was able to do it.
Hax beam. Oops. I think I just threw away a very good tool. Well, man, this treehouse is coming along, man. I can't believe the prison was unable. Like,
Yeah, I have to figure that. It failed.
Very sad. Very sad times.
I gotta find out, why was Dondozo able to do that? I'm gonna figure that out right now. Because definitely not last part of
the game programming, by the way. Good luck on the game programming.
Yeah, best of luck, fam. That's freaking awesome.
It's a passion job for sure.
That's freaking awesome that you're able to do that, though. It was if you were already trapped, you could spam it. Ah.
Play Phalanx in Rambat, so it should be in the game. Nice.
That's wild.
How did Leo know about the Bulbasaurus thing? So I was surprised because I'm just like, wait, who are you? Who are you really?
I'm still accepting eggs, yes.
You doing something with eggs?
Yeah, I'm doing a 10-hour stream on Sunday, and because I was one of the
the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Holy crap! What they? Wait, do you already know what you're doing for the 10 hours?
Alistair, thank you for gifting another 5. Yes, I'm doing that was very Alistair. Yo, you're too kind.
Yo.
Thank you. You can scary face your own mon and no retreat spam, something like that. Yeah. So a jaw lock apparently. Thank you. That's so kind. You basically use jaw lock, and then you're trapped, and then you can do it. Great. Ask inside the Discord itself. There's a few people that actually do it. But yeah, so I'm doing an egg lock. I let them send an extra heart gold soul silver. That'll be part of the stream. I'll probably do some Ironmon. I'll probably do the watch together for semifinals as well, and things like that. Nice. Thank you, Alistair. You're very kind. But yeah, me and Look. Jaw lock obviously is a really interesting one, so you could spam it. I wonder if you could do something with that. I wonder if that would probably work better in VGC than it work anywhere else. Did I catch the Phalanx? I did. Saf, thank you for gifting 5 subs as well. That's very kind. Yo, what's going on? Calm down with the kindness. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. I hope you like your Draco Shaker. Yeah, I have a video on the Discord, but if you can't do it. I'm looking for another Mon. What up, Spoon? Stream didn't crash. No, just refresh. I'm glad you like it. Kindness cannot be stopped. Oh, yes, it can. You calm down, Alistair.
What do you think, Joey? It's coming along, right?
Well, let me see the treehouse.
You gotta replace the mats because I'm just building like the framework essentially.
Hey, I hope you like it, Saf. Oh, did you get the rainbow version? No, you won't, Alistair. Calm the hell down. So yeah, Pedro. My honest opinion, it needs more crap and shit. It looks too good.
I'm working on the. It's gonna have crap on it. I'm just working on.
No. I'm saying it needs to look worse. This is too good.
No, worse. I'm already using random mats. Like I don't even.
Don't
know
you
what,
dare!
Like, I don't even know where to get specific trees.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, I've had Jawlock. It does it, which is really interesting. I'll get the
Jawlock.
Much love, Saf. Well, I hope you like it. Or let me know what you think about Rainbow Burst, Meteor Burst as well. Well, same thing, right? I like this, dude. Did you ever see John Jr.'s treehouse in the other one? The one he made was insane.
John Jr.
Alistair, you calm down.
I wanted to make something that was possible to do to some extent in one stream.
Oh, I want a giraffe rig. What was that?
What was
John
that?
Jr.'s was insane. It made me feel pathetic. Oh, it's level 15. Scratch kills. Please don't kill. Thank you.
There's some skilled builders, man,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. His treehouse was insane. Like actually so cool.
I'm not jealous. I'm chilling.
I was jealous. I'll be honest. Like the first thing I did was go there with my pickaxe and, you know,
Start poking at it.
yeah. I started trying to tear it down. That's the first thing I did.
Zergo is this. I know.
Am I a bad guy? Yes. Did I? But have I ever denied that? No. Ancient Heavy Ball is so cool. I gotta use that like a legendary.
Are you throwing Pokeballs down here?
I'm throwing Pokeballs. I'm throwing Ultra Balls. I'm throwing Sports Balls. Whatever I got. I caught it.
You
Okay.
still got little Blunder?
Little baby blunder. Let me see.
Little baby Blunder.
I don't actually.
He's gone. He's gone.
I do have a Special A though,
There you go.
which is pretty freaking cool.
Is it like a special like form or
It's just level 5, which I think is cool to have a level 5 Special A.
it's like a Nuzlocke Spectre, yeah.
Yo, I picked up 2 people's death location. This seems sinister.
Two people's like beacons or death beacons.
Thank you, Alistair. I want to get a Cleavor. I'll probably end up doing that in the next one, or try and get some. Yeah, like, no, look, Pedro, where are you? I want to show you. I literally have 2 people's death location. Come here. Come to the grass, that way I can throw it on the ground.
I did see the beacons.
It's called
But,
death.
you know.
Look at this. I got the map to their body. You trying to?
Where
Where are you?
I'm at the treehouse.
Oh, okay. Look at this. I got a map to behind you. Here, you take this map.
Behind me.
We got a map to somebody's dead body. Turn around, Pedro. Behind you.
I see. Sorry, are you like floating above me or something? What? Let's see. Let's click on this death location. Yeesh.
You see this? How am I
What-
supposed to
what can I
read
do
this?
with
Why is it freaking out like this?
Do I press J to see the map or like how does this work? Yeah, I have no idea.
What up, Rash? How you doing, bud?
Things up, eating a bomb pop and watching.
It takes an
Goku.
hour to smelt that? That's crazy. Yeah, I have no idea why this is even in my... I'm littering.
Did you break my floor?
Did I do that? All I did was throw a death location. It broke your floor?
I think so. Yeah. Or I think me trying to pick up the map broke it. But yeah.
Yeah, you must have broke it yourself. Got my drink, doing good. Nice. I have a baby shower for my sister tomorrow. She's having a baby.
You also have a baby shower to go to? What the heck?
Yeah, I told you. I said I'm going to a baby shower too.
Okay. We are both doing baby showers. That's crazy.
Good night, Miles. Appreciate you coming through and chilling. I just want to catch a new Pokemon before I do anything else. Thank you.
You said your sister?
Yeah,
the
my
one
sister.
I worked with before?
It's my yeah. No. That's my sister.
Nice.
That's my sister-in-law.
Oh, gotcha. Well, either way, congrats.
It's my actual sister, like my baby sister. And by baby, I mean
You're
she's
gonna be
like,
an
she's
uncle? You're probably already an uncle.
No, this will be my first uncle. I guess I am my
This is
uncle.
the
I'm
first.
actually technically an uncle because my mom's
Cousins.
my mom's no, that's a cousin. No, I'll be an uncle. Whatever.
Nice.
I got dogs.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Uncle Joey.
I can't wait.
Exactly, yeah.
I can't wait
Exactly right.
to not see that baby for a month and then go see it and be like, "What's up?"
And then get all the credit.
Man, babies are not interesting until they're like a year old. I don't want to see this baby. Well, if they're 8 months, give me the baby. Give me the little baby. I'll play some games. I actually helped Marlene babysit for about 2 years. So like every day. No, Alistair, stop. Don't even say it like that. I appreciate you. You did not have to do what you had to do. That was very kind of you. Don't you dare say unfortunately. Don't say for now either.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joey, did I show you what? Did I show you what a?
I need more mons, man. What? Show me what? Anything interesting around? No, not for now. Calm down.
Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Sorry.
Why is that so loud?
What the doo-doo-doo? Is it really?
Yeah. Not that bad. You leveled up. Oh, a Pokestop.
I leveled up. Did I show you what a 3K a month daycare gets you?
You showed me the pictures, which I thought was really cool.
The picture?
Like her Snapchat for the week, her Facebook
Like
for the
a
week.
report.
Like
A report.
Yeah, her report. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
So I showed you the video then.
You didn't show me a video. You showed me the screenshot of. Actually, you might have shown me the video, but I saw on phone, so I might have only thought it was a screenshot.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you get the entire and that's good. I will say as a bare minimum, that's needed.
Maybe
for
MS.
Sure. The daily reports for sure. But that's still too much. That's still too much, and I know it's not going towards the teachers.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate part.
Good night, Logic. Yeah, it's still a lot. Daily report's cool and all, but that's so much money.
It is, man. I want to cry. So
We can call it
we
pre-recorded.
can call it.
We can call it if you.
Recorded the stream.
I might be streaming tonight when I come back from the baby shower. Well, I'll let y'all know if anything.
I mean, this treehouse is done-ish, you know? Like, I can decorate. That's about it.
I caught a bunch of Pokemon that I wanted as well.
There you go. The balance and stuff.
Don't trust anyone that says otherwise. All right, I'll call it that then, guys. Appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Much love. Was it really nice and chill stream?
I'm adding foliage, man.
Oh, we'll do it tomorrow.
Can't have.
We'll do it
Can't
tomorrow.
have a
The next,
treehouse
or not tomorrow.
foliage.
We'll do it during the week. I got time.
So
Hop on.
pretty.
I want to finish the house too. Plus, I want to catch. I want a Torkoal. Oh, it's level 44. I can't do it. All right, I'm gonna hop off for now. Appreciate everybody.
All right, so
I'll most likely stream tomorrow unless I don't, because it's just gonna be me and Marlene. So we might watch a movie, but I'll let y'all know if anything. But good night, everybody.